Hey guys, welcome back to Stacking Stocks, and thank you for joining us today. Hit the notification button for more updates if you enjoy our session. So now, what do we have for you today? Are you prepared for NIO's new dawn? We expect NIO stock earnings to go crazy. Are you ready? Well, let's find out what will boost the stock's earnings. Do you know that NIO stock hit $40 per share as of October 19th? We've spent hours trying to research the stock's fundamentals and technicals to bring you an update on whether the stock will moon or if the action is over. Goldman Sachs' improved outlook on the stock, paired with NIO's stronger than expected delivery numbers for the third quarter, may be an indication that it's finally due for a turnaround based on our research. We know that NIO plans to begin deliveries of its ET7 electric sedan in 2022. Things should get better for NIO soon. As a matter of fact, NIO shares have traded sharply since Goldman Sachs upgraded the stock to buy. Goldman Sachs analyst Fei Fang lifted his rating on the electrified car maker from neutral to buy while leaving the company's price target unchanged at $56 per share, noting that the Shanghai-based group had lost $28 billion in market cap since peaking in July. Why do you think that happened? Goldman Sachs must surely have a reason to upgrade NIO. Well, we think it's because NIO's positioning of the ET7 is strategic. The product design, such as the wheelbase, is in the same class as peer full-size premium sedans, including Mercedes S-Class and BMW 7 Series. There's so much talk about NIO soon competing on the same level with behemoth companies like Tesla. Although a much smaller rival to Tesla in the world's biggest car market, NIO is growing sales at a faster rate. Its September quarter tally of 24,439 deliveries was dwarfed by Tesla's record of 241,300. But its growth rate of 100.2% was 30 percentage points ahead of Elon Musk's. Such growth rates are a subject of appeal to many investors. As an investor, what would you do? Would you go for a top company that's already established itself in the car-making industry? Or would you rather go for a fast-growing company with so much potential? NIO is currently trying to find its space in the EV making industry. We know that electric vehicle sales penetration is progressing. Market shares are consolidating towards the top manufacturers, and the firm expects demand to be catalyzed by new model launches. NIO introduced the ET7 as its fourth passenger vehicle and its first sedan product in January. And from our analysis, we see the price point more on par with the Mercedes E-Class and BMW 5 Series as being a big selling point for the company. NIO is also expanding internationally as the company announced its Norway strategy in May. And there's even more progress from the company. The company recently opened NIO House in Oslo and launched ES8 in that country. The company plans to launch the ET7 there in 2022. Now, wow, isn't that amazing, the things that they're doing? And it doesn't even end there. Do you know that the company plans to add 20 NIO houses and 120 NIO Space retail locations in 2021, thus bringing its total store count to 366 by the end of the year? The company isn't taking anything for granted. NIO stock has been on a slow but steady uptrend in recent weeks. It gained 7% since NIO's release of the third quarter delivery results earlier in October, and 5% since Goldman Sachs announced its revised ratings from hold to buy at a price recommendation of $56 per share on the stock in mid-October. We want to explain why we believe the gradual uptrend can continue. Well, we can't really be certain because we're only stating what we've analyzed. Our interest is not to pump the stock, nor have we ever pumped the stock before. We don't really know what will happen, and we're not financial advisors. However, our financial knowledge and experience are sufficient enough for us to guide you on what we think could happen with NIO stock. Predicting NIO stock is more challenging than a U.S.-based company due to foreign laws and economics, so the facts we're laying out for you are based upon our opinion. The upcoming release of NIO's third quarter earnings is expected to shed light on its progress with growth initiatives, including more details on the launch timeline of its new brand and product roadmap, as well as boost investors' confidence in NIO's financial prospects. NIO's annual keynote event at the end of the year, NIO Day, is typically a day for new products and technology upgrades and launches and separate line launches in 2022. Can you remember the company released the ET7 at NIO Day in 2020? NIO Day 2021 will be held on December 18th. Well, let's get back to deliveries for now. What do we have? September delivery volumes reached an all-time monthly high in NIO's history. That's crazy. The company delivered 10,628 vehicles in the last month of the third quarter. That's up 125.7% year over year, 80.7% from the August slump due to supply chain disruptions. In total, NIO has delivered 24,429 vehicles in the third quarter, which represents a growth of 100% year over year. Yes, we've already mentioned this earlier, but that's not the highlight of the deliveries. What you guys should take note of is that these results came amid a global shortage of automotive chip supplies. NIO revised their initial third quarter delivery guidance down from 23,000 to 25,000 vehicles to 22,500 to 23,500 vehicles in August, following a disappointment in mid-quarter delivery volumes due to chip supply constraints. Do you know that the actual third quarter deliveries beat the higher range of the revised quarterly delivery guidance and also exceeded the median of its original quarterly delivery guidance? We expect NIO's earnings release in mid-November. What should investors expect? This is a time that could prove to be the beginning of a huge growth curve, at least for NIO's business. We don't see why investors shouldn't continue to be the stock's holders, though, if the fundamentals of the business are doing well. We believe that NIO's earnings could be the stock's near-term catalyst to send the stock to the moon. The second quarter earnings left investors begging for information after dropping limited information about the upcoming launch of the two new NIO vehicles and brand new sister brand in 2022 to better penetrate the mass market. But that's not what investors should expect in the third quarter earnings release. The latter will probably provide further details to ease the suspense. Isn't this good news for investors? Now let's talk about the share price. NIO is trading in a bull flag pattern on the daily chart, with the poles created between October 14th and October 19th, and the flag formed between October 19th and the 21st. The measured move of a break from the bull flag, calculated by measuring the length of the pole in terms of a percentage, is just under 15%, which indicates that if the pattern is recognized, NIO could eventually soar towards $45. Investors should probably start thinking about great returns from this stock. There is a gap on NIO's chart between $34.16 and $34.93. Gaps on charts fill about 90% of the time, so it's likely NIO will trade down into the range in the future. The stock just recently filled a gap left behind September 8th between $39.95 and $40.50. We believe that NIO may need further consolidation to help cool its relative strength index, which is measuring in at about 65%. When a stock's RSI nears or exceeds 70%, it becomes overbought, which is a sell signal for technical traders. The stock is trading above the 8-day and 21-day exponential moving averages, and the 8-day EMA trending above the 21-day, both of which are bullish indicators. That seems like more optimistic news for the investors, doesn't it? Bulls definitely want to see continued consolidation on low volume, and then for big bullish volume to push NIO up to make a higher high above $41, and then for momentum to drive the stock up over a resistance level at $41.86. If the stock can regain the level as support, it has room to trade back up toward the $45 level. Our final thoughts? NIO has got what it takes to reach greater levels. Watch out for this stock. Once again, thank you guys for joining us today here on Stacking Stocks. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. See you next time.